My heart ached like a weary old plow after a long day in the fields, and my throat was parched as the dusty Kansas plains in August. I politely asked my daughter-in-law for a sip of water, and she hurled back words sharper than a barbed wire fence. "Fetch it yourself, you worthless old crone." My son averted his eyes, silent as a scarecrow. I swallowed the pain, rose despite the fire in my arthritic knee, and moved on without a fuss. But deep in the night, at 2 a.m., I picked up the phone, not for pity, but to reclaim my farmhouse and the quiet life I'd earned. That sweltering day had baked our modest two-story in Topeka like an oven, the kind where even the curtains hung limp. The window fan whirred futilely, but it couldn't ease the stifling air trapped indoors. I was settled in my worn oak rocker, the one I'd rocked my babies in decades ago, with my left leg propped on a stool padded with an old quilt. Osteoarthritis doesn't spare folks our age, especially when the barometer drops before a storm. My body whispered warnings I'd heeded through years of hard living. "Drink up, Eleanor. Keep steady." The water jug sat plain on the side table, right by Clara, my daughter-in-law. She had her feet propped up, thumbing through her phone, chuckling at some gadget foolishness. My son, Tom, slouched nearby on the sofa, staring blankly at a rerun of an old Western. I spoke softly, mindful of my words. Us elders know a gentle tone can mend more than it breaks. "Clara, dear," I said, "would you mind passing the water? My knee's acting up today." No command, just a neighborly request. The quiet hung heavy for a beat, then Clara sighed like I'd asked her to till the whole garden. She set her phone down slow, her eyes cold as a winter wind. "Fetch it yourself, you worthless old crone. This ain't your servant quarters." The sting landed hard, knocking the wind from me. I turned to Tom, the boy I'd raised through blizzards and droughts, the man I'd supported after his pa's heart gave out in the barn. He dropped his gaze, mute. That hush hurt worse than her venom. I set my jaw, gripped the rocker's arms, and stood. My knee buckled a mite, pain shooting like lightning, but I pressed on. I shuffled to the table. Clara was back on her screen, a smug twist to her lips. I lifted the jug steady, poured without a spill, and drank standing tall. The cool water eased my throat, but sparked a resolve deep inside, like the spark that starts a prairie fire. "Night, folks," I said, voice firm as iron. I turned down the hall to my room, eyes forward, shut the door, turned the key. For the first time in 50 years, I'd always left it open for kin. Tonight, I knew that kin had changed. I eased onto the bed's edge. Moonlight filtered through lace curtains, lightened the room soft. I eyed the pine chest at the foot, where winter blankets hid an old tin box. Ignoring the ache, I fetched a stool, climbed careful, and brought it down gentle. Inside, my life's proof. Papers yellowed but strong. I'm Eleanor Wilkins, 74 years young, farm wife turned widow, then school cafeteria lady for 30 years to make ends meet. I baked pies for church suppers, mended fences in storms, raised Tom alone after losing Henry to that faulty ticker, skipped luxuries, saved pennies to buy this farmhouse on the edge of town, dreaming of peaceful sunsets on the porch. Now it felt like a stranger's land. I opened the box. The scent of ink and time rose up. Deeds in my name clear as day. A faded ledger where I'd noted every outlay since Clara and Tom stayed a spell after their wedding. Months stretched to years. The visitor claimed the throne. I faded to the shadows. I skirted the parlor when she watched her shows, skipped my favorite stews 'cause onions upset her. I dimmed myself for Tom's sake, dreading empty rooms, but fear morphed that night. Clock read 2 a.m., the Midwest slept under stars. In me, a clarity bloomed, like dawn after a long watch. I took my old landline, the one Clara called a relic, and dialed Attorney Ellis, saved from estate planning years back. It rang thrice. Hello? Sleepy but kind. Mr. Ellis, Eleanor Wilkins here. Pardon the hour. Pause, then concern. Eleanor, you all right? Body's holding, but home ain't. Need it back. I heard him rustle, lamp clicking. We'll meet tomorrow. No, sir. Start now. Clutching deeds, I thought of her slur. A quiet smile formed. They'd forgotten. Farm women weather storms, prune what's rotten to save the crop. Hung up, lay awake, listened to crickets, new morning brought turning. Dawn cracked at 5:30, my farmer's clock ticking. Knee throbbed, but purpose led. Slipped to the kitchen in slippers, house still as a held prayer. Parlor frozen, empty mugs, not mine, Clara's magazines strewn, pillows askew. Not clutter, conquest. Opened a window, fresh hay-scented breeze wandered in. Brewed coffee strong, no cream. Fridge, fancy yogurts, microbrews, my pills pushed aside. Bills stacked, electric, high from endless lights, phone, water, all mine, all paid. Sat tallying, not mad, methodical, like checking a wound, measure, mend. I'd funded 2 fit adults who saw me as burden. Ain't family, it's draining. Memories came, young me milking cows pre-dawn, solo raising Tom through fevers, fairs, pinching for this home, envisioning rockers and grandkids, not grief. Clara breezed in like a whirlwind, dressed for town errands, makeup sharp, eyed me. Breakfast ready? No good morning. Had mine, I said plain. Frown. Tom's rushing, nothing fixed? He's able, can manage, she huffed. Always the martyr, Eleanor. I washed my cup, her glare hot. Afternoon, Clara phoned loud. Mother-in-law's a trial. Age makes 'em stubborn. I grinned inside. She claimed. I owned. Evening heat clung, rocked with leg up. TV droned, Clara cackled, Tom quiet. Thought of Ellis. Trim the fat. At 10, locked door. Clara's mutter. Old timers and their ways. Midnight, Ellis's words rang. Rose early, their door shut. Spread papers like tools. Window open, air clearing. Redialed. Steps? Your deed's gold. Notice 30 days. Cut implied stays. Bills. Extras. Storm coming. I'm ready. Ledger open, records tight. 8 a.m., Clara out. What's this? My figures. Don't fret yourself. They gone, I moved. Called utilities, basic plan, new password. Bank, canceled Tom's card. Snap, calm washed over. Noon, return stormy. No Wi-Fi, Clara snapped. Issue? Checkin'. Card blocked, Tom said. Ended it, unneeded. Clara, prank? Fact. We starve? Your call. Red-faced, heartless, slam. Tom, Ma, later. Door closed, hands shook, but stood firm. Deprive and masks drop. Afternoon heavy, clouds teasing rain. Ate alone, oatmeal, tea. Statement. Clara, still down? You're doing? Company says. Fibber, elder abuse. Tom, ease up, Ma. Settin' right. Revenge, limits. Us out? Tom begged. Your duty's back. Night tense. Clara griped on calls. Tom sighed. I knit. Peace creepin'. Morn. No eggs, Clara hollered. Shop. Slam. Noon ring, Tom. Clara says you're foggy, need check. Expected jab. Buy it? Quiet. No, but chaos. Was chaotic long. Afternoon, neighbor Mrs. Hayes visited. Clara's gossiping. Unfazed. Witness? Count me. Nod. Community holds. Eve. Ledger, deeds prepped. Armor. Rain fell dawn, rinsing old, reviewed notes careful. 9 a.m. confrontation. Tom grave, Clara composed. Chat. Clara. Kin fret, you're off, slashing perks. Evaluation time. The ploy, deem me Dottie. Pause, laid evidence. Farm mine 20 years, my sweat. Clara. Beside point. Heart. Pages, your spa days, Tom's truck tune-up, feasts I skip. Snooping, twisted, bookkeeping. Quiet blanketed, Clara up, blackmail, truth, voice soft. Eleanor, moods, years, we mend. Stay, I'll improve. Proof in trials, not pleas. No more, dialed Ellis, speaker. Here soon? Hour. Papers ready. Weight charged. Bell. Ellis in. File firm. Sole owner. No contract. Notice set. Clara. Mistreatment. Incapable. Evidence? Calm. Logs. Neighbors. Night. Weeps. Blames. Kin dodges. Locked in. Changed porch lock soft. Relief settled. Days muted to strain. Boxes built. Murmurs hushed. Week on. Tom solo. Forgive, Ma. Grow from it. Day 20. Clara's final. Patch up. Aired. Vows hollow sans net. Day 30. Van hummed. House lightened. Clara exited mute. Tom paused. With her. Rightly. Embrace true. Shut door, space bloomed, windows wide, breeze free. Deep clean, turned room to sewing nook, resumed quilting, church chats, garden weeding. Vital, not used. Sunday call, Tom. Employed now, grin. Good, labor honors. Thanks for tough love. Hung up, poured water, sipped porch side. Flavor, liberty, esteem restored. I'm Eleanor Wilkins, not worthless, but wise, matriarch, landowner, chooser. Parched no more, life flows. If this resonates, dear friends, share your corner, Ohio, Iowa, your tales. Subscribe, let's cherish our years together.